Seriously, yeah. Your encounter?
No, what I'd like to say is, yeah, over 20 years ago, I had basically a coincident encounter with Eugene, where he was setting up these workshops in the Oval House. This is in South London. And it was before I even played an instrument before. It was like on a Sunday, my sister said, oh, come along, you know, there's this kind of vibe going on, almost like this, essentially. So I went along, and then there was just lots and lots of percussions, but it was Eugene there. And he was doing this kind of thing, setting up a really beautiful energy with all these unassuming people. What I didn't realize until about 3 years later, that most of the people in the room were phenomenal musicians. Some of them, like Becky Musicality, was internationally renowned. And all of them were very, very humble to soak up the vibe, get into a kind of vibe like this, and really kind of reflect the spirit of music and kind of humanity. And this is music at the next level, because so many institutes where you learn about music, it's kind of almost like to the theory, kind of the rudiment, let's just go through the paces. But we know now what Eugene's been saying, it's more than just that. It's, you know, doing it from your heart. What kind of makes you tick? Why do you even get up in the morning? You know, do a vibe. And that's something which has always stuck with me, and it's enabled me to, you know, mentor people like Craig David and many others to get, you know, recording deals. And it's just the vibe. That's all it is. It's more than just your technique and your energy. You know, it is that extra vibe you're talking about, or the vibrations. That's the thing which sinks in all of us, and it's kind of that universal language, you know, which permeates everywhere. Doesn't matter what language you speak, that vibe you just created there, for example, this could be a hit record. With the energy and the vibe you projected through there, if you recorded that right, that's a hit record. It doesn't matter what it is, you know, you put on top of that. So I think that's the energy you want to reflect in all the music moving forward. All right, cheers.
Thank you.
So, does anybody else want, because like, brief reflection, anybody got anything like they'd like to say?
Thanks for letting me join in.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
As I said before, I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
I thought it was just incredible, like diving into the energy of the room like that. I don't think I've ever done something quite as intense as that. It was great. Yeah.
Talk about starting points for songs, and what we didn't talk about in songwriting was a starting point, which is like a feeling, which is also a way so many people work. Anybody want to say one final thing before we close out?
I think it's a fabulous lesson in the art of letting go and using that to create something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody. Huge thank you to Eugene, and thank you to you. Thank you for Tony sticking around, and for Tom, and particularly Ben, who's just like really
Thank you. Thank you.